Ron DeSantis wants Florida voters to decide in 2026 whether the state should get rid of homestead property taxes.
WESH 2 Investigates uncovered Orange County's projected budget cuts for public safety if that source of funding is eliminated. Justin Shecker explains what was found.
Orange County's budget director sent this email to Mayor Jerry Demings on Monday morning. It includes a detailed report that explains how much the sheriff's office and fire rescue budgets depend on the taxes that homestead property owners pay. More than half of the money Orange County collects from property taxes supports funding the sheriff's office, fire and rescue, and the corrections department. In the email, Office of Management and Budget Director Kurt Peterson sent Mayor Jerry Demings, he explains what's at stake if the state were to reduce or even get rid of property taxes altogether.
That would allow Floridians to be able to own their home without having to pay rent to the government.
Governor Ron DeSantis has repeatedly said homestead property owners need tax relief, as he claims local government budgets have become too bloated. According to Peterson, eliminating homestead property taxes would reduce countywide revenue by $271 million. It would cut sheriff tax revenue by $58 million and fire rescue revenue by $91 million. House Speaker Daniel Perez has set up a select committee to review proposals to lower property taxes, including raising homestead exemptions. Taking that into account, the budget director told Mayor Demings a 26% reduction or even a $25 million to $50 million loss in revenue without an appropriate replacement would have significant implications for the county's budget, directly affecting critical services, especially public safety, which depends heavily on property tax funding. Peterson also explains why it would be challenging to slash the budgets at the sheriff's office and fire rescue. In the report prepared for the mayor, he writes, salaries and benefits make up over 80% of public safety expenses, so it is difficult to reduce expenses in public safety without reducing staff. WESH 2 Investigates obtained another email correspondence between Commissioner Mike Scott and Sheriff John Mina. Scott asked how much it would cost to provide liaison officers for each of the 6 commissioners amid recent safety concerns for elected officials. The sheriff said the price tag would be more than $1.3 million, and he wrote, OMB, at the request of the mayor, is already asking us to reduce our fiscal year 2026 budget, so I don't think your request is feasible at this time. While lawmakers left property tax cuts out of the state's new budget and tax package, the governor has his sights set on Floridians making the decision at the ballot box in 2026.
We want to have a constitutional amendment on property taxes, and that's going to require a lot of effort.
And the budget director prepared that property taxes report ahead of Mayor Jerry Demings serving on a virtual panel this evening with House Democrats. Now, we should stress the earliest Orange and other Central Florida counties would have to adjust to a major loss in property tax revenue would be in 2027. That is, if there's that ballot amendment next year that garners support from more than 60% of Florida voters. Covering Orange County at the Sheriff's Office, I'm Justin Shecker, WESH 2 Investigates.